Alrighty, as always, Twitch is first to stream. We'll just have a quick second, and I believe we should be getting live on YouTube as well. Bear with me, everybody. Getting the chat programs open and everything open up. And there we are. All right, so we are live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. And yeah, no, Ryan, this is a show match right now. I'm not sure when exactly the tournament starts. I think in a few days. So it won't be too long of a wait. But this is one of, I think, 2 show matches that are going to be played. Not too sure who the players are for the second one. But in the first show match, we've got the Viper and Hera. So drawing in crowds with the 2 best players in the world. Which means, why don't we just dive right in? Now, the settings for this tournament, I believe, are similar to Empire Wars, except 9 villagers start. I'm not sure why we're starting with 10 villagers. I thought it was a 9 villager start. You're still in the Dark Age, but you have the resources you would normally have 2.5 minutes into the game. And on map number 1, it does look like a regicide map with these kings and castles, kind of a fortressy feel to it. Hey, Eddie. How are you tonight? As the king for Hera heads south. King for the Viper. Taking a bit of a breather next to the forest, and we are on the map Copenhagen. Not too sure what makes this Copenhagen, except maybe the mixture of land and sea. You got 3 relics right down here, so I believe there's 7 relics on this map compared to the usual 5. Scout together with a king. A bit of unnecessary overlap in terms of scouting, although maybe he's just protecting the king from attack at the moment. I don't see any treaty or anything like that. Hera, by the way, a minute in, is already heading up to the feudal age. And so everyone starts with a fortress-like scenario here with a number of towers protecting the extremities, some less useful, some, I mean, this is not useful at all, more useful. I say not useful at all because, I mean, it's right next to a castle, so not too sure what that's going to do. Both players, their castles are in the corner of the base, interestingly enough. Oh, and I didn't even see behind the castle, there's a barracks. So, like I said, a bit of a similar style to Empire Wars. Just because you start with certain infrastructure. Maybe it's just this map. We'll see what the next 4 games look like. This is a play all 5, not best of anything. And our Italian, who pays 15% less to go up to the next stage, is heading up to the next stage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And look at that. Hera's king is threatened by the Viper. Oh my god, is the Viper going to take this game in the first 3.5 minutes? Or is Hera going to escape? He's bringing his scout forward. Oh, that was very scary. Lucas, long time no see indeed. You've been working a lot. That's not a bad thing. I'm glad you could join us live anytime you can. Once a year, once every 2 years. Happy to have you here with us. That was a little bit scary for Hera. Why was his king unaccompanied? And look at this, the Viper choosing to go Relic Lake versus just the standard lake. How much food is there on this map, by the way? Not a lot of food, only 10,000. A little bit less stone than usual, a little bit more gold than usual. Forests also, it looks like every player starting with 2 decent sized forests inside the protective wall, and then this big old juicy forest surrounded by some gold and relics and such. First blood drawn by Hera, surprisingly, since it's the Viper scout who was haranguing his king right from minute number 1. Another dock for our Khmer. Okay, I don't think the Khmer get any water related bonuses unless I'm mistaken. The Italians, oh, probably I should introduce the civs, right? Dummy. The Viper playing as the Khmer, the Khmer. Hera getting a 2nd kill. I'm not too sure why it says 2 out of 2 are economic. Was that first kill the Viper scout? Was that, why was that counted as an economic kill? That's kind of weird, isn't it? In the event, it looks like he lost another fishing ship here while I was looking in the middle of nowhere. But we got the Khmer, the Khmer, we've got the Italians. So potential for ballista elephants. And if that goes well, then the Genoese crossbow is one of the best cavalry killing machines out there per pound. And so I don't know what we're going to see out of the Chimera, but I'm excited. The Italians, of course, their dock technologies are cheaper. And I believe their fishing ships are also cheaper. You're tired of seeing Hera win? Yeah. Look, anytime you have a... Why are they all deleting their walls? I get Hera, but why did the Viper delete this wall? That's kind of silly. You're not under any kind of threat or attack. You can just move your king this way. Anyway. Hera fatigue? I guess you would call it. Anytime you have a player who's consistently just winning tournaments over and over... I should say S-tier tournaments, right? Because as we saw yesterday with the Wandering Warriors... Hera did not win that tournament, but you're always going to have people who are kind of tired. That being said, on ranked ladder, Hera is not at all at 100% win rate, so it's always fun because you know he's going to put on a good show. You know the games with Hera are going to be fantastic, but you don't know if he's ever going to win. It's never 100%. Yeah, Jonas, exactly, right? Even Hera, I believe if you were to go to AoE 2 Insights... I think his win rate's in the 70s, the low 70s, which is nowhere close to being OP. Fire Galley is shooing away regular Galley. 2v1. Should be able to shoot them away for a while as he does. By the way, Hera should have seen the dock here, right? So he saw the Chimera dock here, has not seen the Chimera dock here. And again, except for everything being available always at the exact time you go up in age, I don't know that the Chimera really have anything on the water that is super duper unique. Hera is housed at 40 population. He's going to be in castle age in 2 minutes. The Viper's going to hit at 30 seconds, so about a minute and a half. He's 4 villagers down, though. Well, I should say 4 villagers and fishing ships. And let's see what the players decide to do. What will our Chimera do in Castle Age? Will he go the standard stable knight play? This is a lot of wood for the Viper. 460 would suggest that maybe we're going to get to see another town center. And we are going to get to see a very, very, very distant town center. But look at this Disney location. You've got a relic, you've got stone, you've got forests to protect your rear end, you've got deer. That's a lot of food, by the way. This is 6 deer. That's 840 food. That's almost enough to get him to Imperial Age. That might actually be enough to get the Italian to Imperial Age. Oh, but the Italian's deer are being lamed. Let's see. What's he pulling? He's not pulling anything. It's a wolf chasing a spearman. So both players have 3 military. We've got Fire Galley, Galley, and Scout versus Fire Galley, Galley, and Scout. Well, pardon me, Fire Ship now for our Chimera. And by galleys, your feudal age galley means absolutely nothing to this fire ship. Soon I'll be able to take on Hera. The only way I would ever beat Hera is if he played with his feet. If he was like typing on his keyboard with his feet. Then I'm pretty confident I could beat him. Maybe playing with his feet and blindfolded. Another TC for our Chimera. But at the same time, a 3rd and a 4th. Oh, pardon me, I'm completely blind. A 3rd town center going up as well for our Italian. Both of them getting their lumberjack and upgrades, pardon me. Marco, hello, hello. I've been saving the drawing till you joined. The Magyar Hussar. Hey, Fergus. It is an interesting map. I wonder why it's called Copenhagen. The only thing I can think of, again, it's like a land-water map, and Copenhagen very much a hybrid kind of city, as a lot of the Scandinavians are. What if he had a specialized foot keyboard? Well, that's why I said maybe a foot keyboard and playing blind. I think that might be the only way for me to realistically beat Hera. Although, how cool will it be in like 15, 20 years once all these like neuro chips and everything get invented and you can play video games from your brain. I think there was somebody who already was playing a video game just through brain signals. Imagine playing Age of Empires and being able to say, hey, villager, go this way. Hey, ship, go that way. Hey, you start training more fishing ships just by looking at a game. That is super cool. What the hell is one ballista elephant doing here? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Mark, I was saving it. I called out your name a few times at the end of the stream. And unfortunately, you were not there, so I saved it because you're the one who redeemed it. So at the end of this live stream, if you're still here, if not, we'll save it till next time. But if you're still here, we will draw the Magyar Hussar. Or what? I think... Let's say draw in quotation marks. Very loosely draw. Because of the walls. I was expecting like a little mermaid statue to be somewhere here, or maybe something with this. Maybe there's a part of the city where the units can go in and get really stoned and do a bunch of acid and LSD, as exists in Copenhagen. I always forget the name. Christiania, I think. Oh, Marco, don't be sorry. I just wanted to make sure you were there, because otherwise, well, what would be the point if you're the one who redeemed the points? Okay, I guess the Viper is a little bored. I'm not too sure what the hell's going on here. I'm assuming he took the elephant, held the shift button down, and then just started clicking around this forest. But, okay. Whatever the hell this is. FYI, Hera has taken firm control of the northwestern waters. The Viper taking firm control of the southeastern waters. No player really contesting. No player really fighting. No player really doing anything at all at the moment. They both shoved their kings into their rear towers, which is interesting. I thought maybe you would build something here and then put your king in there to make it as far away from the gates as possible. He expects the game to go very long, and so he's trying to lame the Italians' wood count. The availability for those archer units. Has Hera, by the way, seen any of this? No, he still thinks there's a forest here. It is a bunch of hippies in Christiania. Okay, well, action at the 20-minute mark does not exist. We had a bit of scuffle on the water. We had a few units killed on land. For some reason, Captrage categorized the Viper Scout as an economic unit. Still don't understand what the point of that was. And here we go. Ninja Turtles, Genoese crossbowmen are out. And Hera is heading up to the Imperial Age. The Viper has way too much food in the bank account. Needs to spend it. I also think he should have the gold in this. Yeah, he has the gold. Or is it... I forget if it's 633 or 670 or 667. Hera's king is under attack by the Viper's ballista elephant. Oh, he was about to lose it to a conversion and then he deleted it. FYI, when you're playing against the Khmer, you do not need to research redemption to convert ballista elephants. Even though they look like they're siege units, the game does classify them as cavalry. So you do not need redemption, which is why Hera, with no redemption, was able to threaten that ballista elephant with the pain of becoming Italian, which is not such a bad thing. Some good food, nice vacation spots. There's worse things in life than to become Italian. Greedy Viper. Good one, Fergus. Nice play on words. And Hera is setting up shop in the middle with a second castle, going full on archers. Bracer chemistry. Does he have Pavis? He does not. Not an expensive upgrade. Look how quickly they're going to take this ballista elephant down. Holy shit, 3 volleys. And a unit that is usually such a big pain in the ass. It is not going to stand long against this unit. Such an underrated unit, the Genoese. War Elephant 5, Cavalry 5. So they do 10 bonus damage to this ballista elephant. Okay, Hera now expanding off to the right with his own TC still hasn't seen that there's no wood here to jack, because the Viper oddly spent a few minutes deforesting that part of the world. Hera expanding with some gold mining operations, but look at the Viper. He has already expanded everywhere, and there is a... Again, why are you deleting wall segments? I see it on Arena. We all do. They want to expand this way and that way, but this is... I don't know, this feels a little different. Anyway, they're both an Imperial. No trebs for anyone. Bombard cannons being gotten for our Italian, who, remember, has a nice 20% discount on gunpowder units. Meanwhile, ballistics, armor, conscription, town watch. Exact same upgrades here for our Italian as well. Now, these are R2 civs that have access to hussars, which is another reason I'm wondering why they're destroying their walls, because now your bases are open. Even if you have to run through a castle. Come here, villagers. Remember, don't need to drop off any food. They just work their fields. And now Hera's going to try to contest the water here. Has managed somehow to get not one, but 2 docks up and running. How the hell did the Viper allow this to happen? Ouch. That's not going to be good. But the Viper already... Monk doing a very slow little dance here. The Viper's up to 1 relic, but he's shuttling them here. There were 3 relics. What happened to the 3rd one? Okay, we're back to Water Wars. At least Khmer do have fully upgraded skirms, except for Thumb Ring. Oh, you mean to take on the Genoese crossbowmen? Yeah. 2 more castles being dropped. You're in between 2 more castles that the Viper placed. So he is firmly going Ballista Elephant. There is double crossbow for him. Again, not too sure that's the play against the Genoese. It's such a cheap and powerful unit. That being said, even a +10 attack bonus against the unit that has, what is it, 320 HP fully maxed out. And there's Pavis. He's going to get a little bit more armor for his archers. Hera beginning to jack the wood over here. Has seen this, probably wondering, what the hell are you? What the hell did you do here, Viper? What are you up to? And to be fair, all the fish are gone. All the relics are gone. So water control, except for these cheaper fishing ships, not really that relevant anymore. But look at Hera, 161 economic units. Did he go a little bit too bonko on the economy? Bye-bye, villager. Elite Genoese crossbow. Elite ballista elephant. 310, pardon me, 310. I said 320, my bad. Oh, Marco, it was such a fun tournament. Okay. Bombard cannons behind, monks in front. Okay, so Hera is obviously going hussars, right? Based on all the upgrades he's getting. He's reinforcing his Genoese crossbowmen. But if you're going hussars, you do not need 160 villagers. You need 120 villagers. So Hera may be... oh, look at this. Look at this. What is this? 15. Oh, pardon me. More. 16 stables for our Italian. Okay. Wall off here under attack. Wall off here deleted. The Viper is in a interesting spot. Let's see how at risk his villagers are. Actually, his villagers are located nicely. These two, of course, are going to die. Sorry. But the rest are well within walking distance of a castle or a town center. And in come the ballista elephants. I mean, this is funny, but you can just destroy this tree and walk right around them. Viper getting a good amount of scouting with these slow plotting units. And Hera just killing time. This gate is not really designed to do anything else. Oh, but now we've got Genoese crossbows taking on these ballista elephants who are Okay, they're more interested in killing villagers. Oh, they're clumped. The Genoese are so clumped, but they're so powerful. He lost one Genoese crossbowman there. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Hera gets absolutely wrecked. One survives from the original clump, and that is the power of pass-through damage in Age of Empires. To be fair, though, it's costing him a lot of ballista elephants. At the same time, to the north, ballista elephants looked like he wanted to go after the king, but the king is now firmly in. Where is the king, actually? Let me click on that unit. I don't even see the unit. It says he's in here. Where the hell's the king? I'm looking on the mini-map. Oh, there he is. Stupid outline. Okay. So not garrisoning him in anywhere. Hera, in the meantime, going very defensive. He's down to 126 villagers. I feel like he deleted a bunch. The Vipers only killed 27. Fluffy, how awesome was that mowing down of units? That's definitely going to be turned into a short. But it was a mutually assured destruction. And here we go, Hera in his wheelhouse. With not quite yet fully upgraded Hussars. Will they even get one Treb? They do. Oh my god, the pass-through damage, the ballistics, the double crossbow bolt, the castle down. The Viper is pressing in on the right side. What the hell are you doing here? One random elephant. So Hera's taking control of his side of the map firmly. The Viper taking control of his side of the map firmly. Hera's at 200 pop. The Viper not even at 175. Does discover this ridiculous infrastructure out of his opponent. Brandon, hello. The archers are a counter, but not when they're clumped up against scorpion bolts. You gotta position them. That was a huge oversight out of Hera. Unless he was just trying to buy space for Hussars. Anytime now Hera is going to stream Hussars, that is 100% given. He's walled off the right side. So this is basically the only avenue of attack that the Viper has right now. He's lost control of the water. This time, look at this. Hera, like Tony Stark, has learned from his mistakes and has staggered his units. But if the guys come in from the south, let's see it. So far, game number one, delivering an absolute epic set of battles here. Bombard cannon to the north. Oh my god, flattened. I have no clue who's winning this based on resources. But the Genoese crossbowmen are dead. Elephants are chasing in. Trebs from the Viper are firing. This is what happens when you let the Khmer get up and running. You are face to face with 39. Are they fully upgraded? They are fully upgraded. Elite ballista elephants. But Hera is holding. Hera is holding. His castle is still up. Mamma mia, what a spicy hold out of our Italian, who doubles down on the Genoese crossbowmen. Saves his hide. And now, of course, we're adding in some siege now that you've seen about 1 billion stables out of your opponent. Evan Wallman, classic Hera. Yeah, seriously, you think you've got him on the ropes. And then out of nowhere, a massive army comes out of left field. And the players disengage. I mean, this clump of stables is very much at risk for being destroyed. That being said, Hera's got a lot more space to expand and build new stables. They're not going to fall very quickly, these structures. Random Hussar enters into a gold mine. Look how nicely lined up they are. Look how nicely lined up they are. Ouch, 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 ouch. And just like that, 1,000 HP. I will repeat, 1,000 HP just knocked off of this. And Hera's deleting his own villagers. He knows if he's going trash, this is not even closed? Okay. Well, the Viper might want to find that out ASAP. His king is still in the tower. Harris is back in the tower as well. Hussars move in. Hussars will die, but will they get a villager before they do? They absolutely do. And now everyone's upgraded. Everyone's ready to kill. So many trebs, so many elephants, no trebs. Yeah, this is not how you want to be fighting, FYI. There you go. Draw him into the town center, the castle fire. I love, by the way, that the Viper is keeping his elephants into 2 clumps. So, of course, I say that he merges them into 1. It looked like clump number 1 was taking fire and drawing the Hussars in, while clump number 2 was firing on those Hussars. He has stabilized over here. 38 freaking ballista elephants. Oh my god. And here we go again. And now the Hussars are distracting while the Genoese crossbow close in. Their attack bonus is now a massive 7, I believe. And then another 7 on top of that against war elephants. That being said, not a lot they're going to be able to do against these siege rams. So both players have a very strong unit. Both players have a kind of meat shield in the Hussars and the Rams that are kind of untouchable. But the better, more mobile meat shield here for our Italian. The Viper, by the way, is struggling to get up to 170 supply. Man, the Viper is a genius. Both of these players are so freaking good at this game. It's just... it's humbling to watch them play. On a broad line. Beautiful out of Hera. You are not going to get me with your pass-through damage. Not again, he says. But it's not going to stop the elephants from trying. Rams need to be here. Both players need to micro a little bit more. The Viper needs to evade the bombard balls. Hera needs to evade the ballista bolts, because the 6 range is still shorter than his 7. Meanwhile, in the back, I see a little bit more raiding. Both players have actually killed 38 of each other's villagers. That's all the raiding there is. I mean, the Viper might want to wall off, even with just a palisade wall. Just give yourself a little bit of warning. A little bit of a early radar system. Because otherwise, you are just going to be facing this over and over and over again. And when you move back, the bombards move forward. But here we go. 9 range scorpions are out. That's definitely going to help against the Genoese. They have no bonus against that. Do I think Hera is washed after what happened in WLC2? Absolutely not. We'll see how he performs in another tournament, in this tournament. If he drops the ball 2 tournaments in a row, he may need to take a little bit of a break, a breather. But I don't know if it was just a one-off thing or not. Man, everything is firing 2 bolts here. Where are these elephants going? They're doing a lot of walking. And all the scorpions are dead, just like that. Okay. Res collected, relic gold, very even. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 600 apart in a 47-minute game. But that was a waste by our Khmer. What happened there? Why did he sacrifice his entire army like that? The scorpions were so poorly defended. The elephants were walking instead of attacking. I'm going to want to watch that battle back again. Because now the Viper's on the back foot, and ballista elephants, as good as they are, you can't have clumps of 1 or 2. They need to be really deathballed up. Yeah, come on. That was so close. What the hell happened there? 1 second. I need to watch that battle again. Let's watch it in slow motion, because the Viper's army I mean, this is a ridiculous army. 23 units that fire 2 bolts. One with 9 range behind a unit with, okay, fine, 6. Shitty, but okay. Bombard cannons is always a threat. It's a shame you didn't get them there. Look at their HP. It's so bad. Yeah, he needed to destroy the stables. Absolutely. He lit one on fire, but that's basically as far as the Viper got. But let's see what happened here, because I feel like this is the pivotal battle that just destroyed the chances. First of all, these guys should be moving right here. You should be pressuring with the Rams, forcing your opponent to respond to them, and dictating the pace of the battle. Behind this, okay, a Hussar is raiding. A Hussar is raiding. There's Ballista Elephants here. I don't know that you need 6 Ballista Elephants for 2 Hussars, but whatever, it is what it is. Fantastic by Hera, engaging a small clump of elephants. And now Hera's going to try to close in on the Scorpions. Oh, they're chasing the bombard cannons. That's why they were on move command. And now more Hussars move in. They derp out for a second. That gives the Genoese an opportunity. And look at this. 6 elephants are chasing these bombard cannons. And in the meantime, taking bolt after bonus bolt after bonus bolt from these Genoese crossbow. The Hussars have closed in on the Scorpions. The Rams asleep to the back. I think here Viper realizes what he was doing, chasing a bit too much, and then by now it's too late. The Hussars have closed in. They're fully upgraded. They attack on an 11 against a unit that has no melee armor, not exactly a Teuton ironclad one. And that's all she wrote. Wow, what a terrible battle there for the Viper. And then he's getting hounded by those Hussars. What? And then he gets split up into these little groups. What a terrible fight. Doc, how's it going down under? Been a while. Yeah, exactly. The Rams would have been fantastic in chasing those. You know they would be retreating. Pardon me, if you hear a little click, I have to just mute the mic while I cough. Siege Rams are a huge threat to bombard cannons. Look at this, plus 65 attack against siege units. And this unit has 80 HP. So you do the math. By the way, 80 HP, but look at their actual HP. This one's got 5. This one's got 32. So these are all one-shotted by Rams. And so those Rams were completely out of position. They should have been to the front. And so Hera takes game number 1 in the play all 5. But what a epic game number 1. This was amazing. I did not have, I mean, I said it from the beginning. I would love to see Genoese crossbows and ballista elephants. And look at those look at the double bolts in action here. Fantastic out of the Viper. And exactly, Sahas, you're right. He just cannot replace his army. He's got a lot of wood. I don't know what the hell the Chimera is going to do with a lot of wood, but Hera himself, by the way, can't replace his army except for Hussars. So he was, if he had lost his Genoese crossbows, which he still has 7 of, still has his bombard cannons, basically you're now playing against Hussars. And so, I don't know. In any event, game number 1 was really fun. 170 ballista elephants, 150 crossbows. And look at Hera. Of course, Hera. You give Hera any civ with Hussars, you know you're going to get to see Hussars, Scorpions, Siege Rams. So this was a pure ballista elephant play out of the Viper, and then 9 bombard cannons. 4 survive. How many kills? Only 7 kills. So not exactly the most useful in terms of killing, but destroyed a castle. Things are going down. Blue looks like a fortress on the map. He is a fortress on the map. Look at this. Ballista elephants can't go anywhere near this base. Wow, Hera. I feel like the Viper kind of threw that game with that last battle. Until then, both players, I mean, look at the res collected. They're so freaking close. Look at that. 800 difference. In the end, the Viper got 4 relics to the 3 and took all of the resources except for wood. Our Italian going wood. 15 raisings to 8. Even though there were a lot of relic, there was a lot of relic gathering, not a single conversion. And that's the, I guess that's all she wrote for game number 1. Bear with me as I load up the next one. In this show match for the, not Nilly's Apartment Cup, but the Noble Apartment Cup, which is the, I guess the next iteration. And here we go. This is more of a standard start here. Like I said, this tournament does start in the Dark Age. 9 villagers, 6 surrounding an animal, 3 elsewhere. And unlike the last game that had hints of fortress, this one basically nothing. You start with, I'm assuming these yurts are like houses. And your TC, you start with 10 total population, 9 villagers and a scout, and as many resources as you would have 2.5 minutes into a random map game. The Vipers spawning to the north as the Romans, the Builders, the Res Gatherers taking on Hera as the Bohemians. Okay. So very powerful civilizations here facing literally right next door to one another. Not too sure what Sunburn is. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, that's funny, Saz. It's like Michi, except the players are they teleported into the actual forest. I feel like there's a lot of resources on this map. Let's see. A little bit more stone, a little bit more gold than usual. Not a lot of food. Decent amount of wood. Are we back to wood piles and shit like that? No, this is just a cart with a skull on it. All right. Okay, well, that's that. Thomas, hello, hello. On Twitch. Attila the Chilla. Just saw Hera that the Turks. Oh, you saw that game? What an amazing game that was. Like I said, anytime you give a Hera a civilization with Hussars and it goes into the late game, late game, then you are in for a Hussar treat. Lucas, welcome, welcome. I think we've got 2 Lucases tonight. That's interesting. So you got a bit of gold and stone and beautiful berries next door to you. A lot of berries next door to the Viper. Okay, so it looks like one side has 2 berry bushes, one side has 1. So there is a bit of a symmetrical spawn here. Not too sure the players are familiar with this map, but for now the Viper is expanding his exploration south. Has caught wind of where Hera is. Hera does not have a loom yet. Okay. So it might be a good time for the Viper to maybe attack one of these villagers. The Viper himself also loomless. Hera's scout going who knows where. I don't know if Hera noticed the Viper's scout. Always hard to see a yellow dot on this map with the very fine sands. Yeah, those lemon bushes are amazing. I love these. Right next to a cactus too, by the way. Okay, cool, cool, cool. How much do I want to bet that Hera goes hand cannoneers? Let's see. For now, what is happening on Roman? Shenanigans in the Dark Age. He's trying to trap a vill or two. So he has loom. Hera does not. He will have in 20 seconds. But I feel like the scout is moving very, very slow. So the Viper realizing an opportunity here. And capitalizing on the opportunity, getting a villager kill. But Hera now has loom. His HP, though, is down. He's down a villager here as well. Let's see if the Viper can chase this. Roman's not exactly Berber villagers, so they're not going to walk faster. I guess if you need to build a house on top of a dead villager, they could do that, but... And right now, nothing particularly special about the Bohemian villager either. No fervor, no sanctity, no... Pardon me, there is loom finally. Okay, Hera's expanding to the left. Right now, food, of course, is the name of the game. Yeah, why has he been going no loom strats this last little while? Jonas expects scorpions. Poor Romans got that bonus removed, and now Hera finally discovers where his opponent is. Did he just attack the farm? He just attacked the farm. Okay, poking at it. Both players will reach feudal roughly 20 seconds apart. Viper is still here. Says no housing for you. Yeah, so Doc, remember how the Romans were the only civilization in the game whose scorpions benefited from ballistics? They made that universal. So every scorpion for every civilization now gets the ballistics effect. So and they didn't replace it with anything. They just took it away from being uniquely Roman to universal, which I think is thievery of the highest degree. What the hell is the point of this if you're not going to garrison your DC? Okay. Scout escapes unharmed. The old blacksmith market arena combo here for Hera. Ooh, Attila, you've gotten his strat guides. Cool. I've been wondering when I start playing this game finally if it's worth it to sign up for Hera's Patreon and get access to all his build orders and stuff. Yeah, Doc, I was so upset. It used to be a uniquely Roman thing. Now, literally, we're seeing games where the Viper is winning with Frankish scorpions. It's so annoying. Yeah, he's definitely going fast. Castle Age. Although the Viper not too far behind our Roman. Down 2 villagers is Hera, but the Viper is down 20 seconds to hit Castle Age. What is the point of the farm placement here? Am I missing something? Are they trolling one another? Is he trying to get Hera to attack the farm and lose 60 wood? I don't get it. By the way, blacksmith market combo as well for our Roman. So far, that one villager kill is all we're seeing. Yeah, Fergus, you're right. It's the Schlachter Scorpions, the minimum range, the ballistas upgrade, but still, you can't just remove a bonus from a civilization without giving it, or make, maybe remove a bonus is the wrong lingo. You can't universalize a bonus and make a civ less special. Uh-oh. Without giving them something in return. No, their scorpions are cheaper. They only cost 30 gold instead of 75. Yeah, you were right. No minimum range would be amazing, but it is still a 1 minimum range. So it's like a Korean mangonel. What is the Viper doing here? What is this? All right, let's see. Is the prediction of hand cannoneers going to be proven right or wrong? Bye-bye villager. Hera gets the second kill. Also a Vil. The Viper not too sure what the hell the point of all of this was. He is adding a siege workshop. Oh, the unique tech. Got it. How do you beat hand... Oh, sorry, I just saw your message. How do you beat hand cannoneer in Castle Age? There's a good number of good options. Anything with an attack bonus against archers would do well. So if you got a unique unit like the Huskarls, for example. Although, as infantry, they do take that 10 attack bonus. You can go siege like mangonels. Skirmishers en masse would be doing well as well. Of the 2 Castle Age variants in this game with the Burgundians and the Bohemians, I find the Burgundian one to be a bit more powerful. Having Cavaliers in the Castle Age to me is a bit more powerful than hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers are still a little squishy here and there. Legisice? Am I saying your name right? Yeah, address that. I've been talking about that for the longest time, about how why can't I see the +6 Hussite wagon attack? So let's see what you've got. The bonus is only visible when the villager is in fight stance. the villagers in any other stance, such as lumberjack, whatever, the Hussite bonus does not appear. Okay, fair enough. Hand cannoneers are very squishy. They really are very squishy. And the Bohemian ones don't come with anything special. It's not like the Hindustani ones. It's not like anything. They just have them available earlier. But you know what? Castle Age Elite Skirmishers are still a big threat. Now this is an interesting choice to go Scorpions. I guess they're cheaper. You are paying 30 gold for it, but you know what? The better unit here would probably be the Villager. Just attack with the Villagers. The Hussite wagon is so powerful, but it fires so slowly. You're kind of hurting yourself by choosing a unit that attacks just as slowly. You gotta move in with Villagers. Okay, Mangonel is here too. Doc, you like the Scorpions in this battle? I have to think about it. I like them because they're cheaper. Aside from that, doing your 12 pierce damage against 10 armor is not... I don't know. Well, okay, well, the Mangonel is certainly helping out. Attack bonus. Not really coming into play. Hera is being pushed away. On the right side... Oh. Pardon me, I don't know why I started coughing so much this evening. On the right side, his castle is attacking that siege workshop. Sorry, bear with me. I just had to open my window. I think maybe my the heating system is drying the air and is making my throat all kinds of itchy. So both players circling the Hussite wagons do not want to leave the vicinity of the castle. Viper's got an injured Scorpion here. Okay. Redemption Monks could work as well. And like I said yesterday when we actually saw villagers attacking Hussite wagon, I would love one day to see a pro player like the Viper, for example, training 25 villagers and just right-clicking them onto these Hussite wagons. Mango Scorp's Hera might have to go monks himself. Ooh, let's see that. Monk Wars here. Okay, where's the repairing villager, by the way? They were not brought on this trip. They were not invited. And now the Scorpions are going to be in a bit of trouble. That being said, the 10 attack against their 7 armor is also not exactly deadly. Not exactly a quick, painless death here for either unit. But ultimately, the more balls being thrown at the Scorpions, the better it is. What are you guys doing here with your tiny little attack bonus against buildings? So what's the Viper got behind us? Another clump of Scorpions. So he is doubling down on these cheaper units. I feel like he's doing that just because they're cheap. This is definitely, of the options available to the Romans, not exactly the best, I would say, is to double down on Scorpions. Unless you want to get them, I mean, massed up. How many are here? 6? If you want to get 10, 12, maybe. There's also a Mangonel there. Why are you running away? Attack! Attack the freaking Hussite wagon! Do pro players not remember that villagers... Excuse me, I do apologize for the random coughing. Do pro players not remember that villagers come with attack bonuses against Hussite wagons? Come on! I get it, you've only got 40 HP, but why are you running away and getting gunned down? Now you're hiding and doing pierce damage. This unit has no melee armor. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! There we go! Look how fast the Hussite wagons are gonna fall. Watch this. This is why I get so upset. This is why I get so upset. I'm gonna highlight this. I want to see how many villagers died. 1 villager has died so far. 2 villagers have died so far. 4, 5. Okay, now they're not even attacking. Come on, there's still 1 left. Okay, he's leaving it for the mangonel. See, this is why I want villagers to attack Hussite wagons. They're 50 food units. Who cares? They're literally the cheapest trash unit you have. Although, to be fair, our Roman does have one town center. Although he's got the resources to build, if he wants to, soon 2 more. Ooh, a night switch from either would be super dangerous right now. Viper, yes, I think that's it. I think because he's on one town center, I don't think he wants to throw his villagers away. That definitely has to be a short. I mean, come on. You see how slowly the Hussite wagons fire. And to be fair, the Viper wasn't doing himself a favor by clumping his villagers into one giant blob either. Now he's getting his own castle. Let's see if the Hussite wagons can deny this in the face of a mangonel. First volley does get one. Viper sure does look like he wants to go Imperial. Right now, he's desperately defending this mangonel. Another mangonel moving in from the back. And there we go. Come on. Do it. Look how slow the Hussite wagon fires. And by the way, does not 1-shot or 2-shot or even 3-shot villagers. 10 attack, no bonus against villagers. Against 2 armor. 8 damage, so you need 5 shots from the main ball. I guess I'm factoring in the littler balls. Okay, he's right-clicking, right-clicking, right-clicking. The castle's at 90%. You like the... That was effing sour with a capital S. And now Hera's gonna shove himself right between the town center. Oh, that was so sour. And how many villagers does the Viper have? Not enough. He's heading up to Imperial. Oh. That is very much a doubt castle. 96%, and he's moving in. He's going in through the labyrinth. Will he get it up? He should get it up, right? Yeah, he gets it up. Oh my god, what a turn. What a twist and turn. Twists and turns, these games. But now the Viper's got no villagers. The Viper literally has 3 villagers, and they're in here. What the actual F do you do when you hit Imperial Age with 3 villagers? I guess the answer is you tap out. Hera takes game number 2 as well. My goodness. What a low eco game. Surprised that the Viper managed to somehow get to Imperial, or at least click up to Imperial. Now the resources get returned. But constant villager production would have helped. A second TC would have helped. Neither player on more than one town center. I love the mangonels. The scorpions, not so much. Maxwell, the Viper said, no, I won't end this game with a Dow Castle. Exactly. And stubborn and tenacious. He shoves those last remaining villagers forward, and that's it. Look at this. This is a freaking ghost town. Deadwood, South Dakota. Excuse me. I am very sorry. But that was, to be fair, though, not as long as game number 1, but what a fun game nonetheless. I didn't even notice Hera trained a monk and got a relic. Not even sure what the hell happened to that monk, to be fair. Scorpions and mangonels against Hussite wagons. Scout and scout for both players. PKPM above 200 for both is very nice. One at the beginning of the game, one at the end of the game. And here we go. How bad are the ecos? 2,500 apart. So about 20% bigger eco for our Bohemian. Who, no surprise with the free mining camp upgrades, gets the precious resources, the wood, the food going to our Roman. No conversions, 7 raisings to 3 at the end of the day. So the Viper lost 35 villagers. He has 3 left, so he trained 38 villagers the entire game. Hera lost 8 and ends with 41, so he trained 49 villagers. So Hera was always ahead this game, 20% bigger eco. So cocky that he's mining, jacking the wood towards his opponent, as opposed to the safer option of mining it in the rear position where the Viper was with his lumber camp. But man, I don't know. Do pro players not know that villagers come with attack bonuses against Hussite wagons and ballista elephants? It's the only thing I can think of to explain why they don't take advantage of that feature. All right, well, game number 3. Ooh, a complete island map. A complete island map. Nice. They're afraid the wagons will kite. I'm not sure. I think the villager moves faster than a Hussite wagon in Castle Age. I'm not sure, but I think. In any event, my ranting aside, we are on the Pacific. In the Pacific. Everyone starts on an island with not a lot of stuff on it. Enough to get you to castle. And then there's 2 big islands intervening, and then your opponent. A few little shallow islands with wood and relics along the edges of the map, but most of the resources here are on the 2 big islands, which, by the way, are not connected at all. Now, this is going to be interesting. One thing that I have not seen a lot of... Oh, and by the way, my apologies. I forgot to see and mention that everyone starts with a scout. Oh my god, a scout, a transport ship. And here already looks like he's exploring Island East, the Viper as well. Now, as I was about to say, you're nervous about demos. Yeah. The Bengali, one of the cool features of the Bengalis that we almost never get to see, if I'm not mistaken, someone let me know in the comments, it's the Bengalis whose ships regenerate HP, right? Hera playing as the Bengalis, the Viper playing as the Koreans, whose ships cost less wood. Who's better on the water? Depends on what you want to do. Bengali, like I said, their ships, I believe, regenerate HP, and they don't have the heavy demos, which is their only big drawback. Whereas the Koreans have the infamous turtle ship, but they don't have any demos at all, even the light ones, even the rafts. So both of them missing the boom boom, but at least the Bengalis get the demo raft and ship. They just don't get the heavies. But Bengali ships regenerate HP, 15 HP per minute, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, we may be seeing a turtle ship here and there. So I'm not too sure who's better on the water. On the whole, honestly, I think I would say Koreans, just because of the wood discount. They do cost 20% less wood. I was trying to think 50 or 20. But I think it's 20. I think 50 is the Archer wood discount. Interestingly, they both went to this island. And so Island West is completely unexplored. Grathrang with the raid. My fellow Torontonian. Thank you so much. Welcome, David. Welcome, Matthias. Grathrang, settle this for me. It's the Bengalis whose ships regenerate HP, right? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, right? I think it's the Bengalis. I wish I had, like, I wish these icons on Capture Age showed the Civ bonuses in addition to just the text, but that maybe would make things a bit too messy. But everyone, thank you so much, Grathrang, for the raid, and welcome, welcome. Everyone, we are watching the show match of not Nilly's, but the Noble Apartment Cup, the rebrand. FU Tiger. Looks like the Viper will be the first to lay infrastructure down on Island East. Hera, I believe, has seen it. No, he hasn't. Okay. Big Crot, thank you so much for the follow. And if anyone's watching this who knows how this all shaped out, please, no spoilers. Doc, thank you so much for confirming it is 15 HP per minute. So, what do you want? Cheaper ships or ships that you can retreat with and they regenerate HP? Like Georgian Scouts and Viking Berserkers and all Pole Villagers and Whatever other units I'm forgetting, if there are any. Up, down, left, right, A, B. They played all 5 games. Yeah, it's a play all. Big Crop Plasm. I didn't catch the last part of your name. But welcome, welcome. Uh-oh, the Viper, the Viper! Just a few milliseconds too slow. Oh, no, never mind. He does trap. Here, a scout go bye-bye. F around, find out, says the Viper, as he gets the first kill of the game. Draws first blood, and oh, how close. How close was this? 1 HP on that villager. So both players creating a bit of an enclave. A bit of a Plymouth Rock situation here. To the north, the Korean. To the south, the Bengalis. Something tells me there will not be a Thanksgiving peaceful celebration between these two, but much bloodshed. Both sitting at 32 villagers and fishing ships. No army to speak of with the exception of the Viper's Scout. These are beautiful always, whenever you see them on these more Asiatic-themed maps. These karsts or buttes, whatever they are. Forget what the exact specific name for it is. But behind this, market blacksmith for our Bengali, who is housed. Ouch. Not great for Hera, the Viper. Also at 34 population. Does he have his secondary structures? No, he doesn't. He is not even in feudal age anymore. Pardon me. The Viper staying a real long time in feudal because he is going to hit very fast castle. May have overstayed his time in Dark Age, actually. Because he still needs to build his structures. What the hell is this? I mean, I'm trying not to get excited. I'm not trying not to shoutcast so that I don't cough and disrupt the stream. But what the hell, Viper? What are you doing? Okay, now Hera's trying to do the same thing to him, but there is a fire ship out here. I see the Market Blacksmith combo. But again, the Viper overstayed by maybe 1 or 2 villagers. Who's kidding who? Maybe 3 villagers in the Dark Age. And now he's way too rich. 1,000 food, 300 gold. So not exactly optimized. Our Korean. Yeah, it's a UFC octagon. The Viper is frustrated. All right, let's see it. Let's see a frustrated Viper. If a frustrated Viper is a very micro-aggressive Viper, let's see that. Ooh, Daniela's here too. Hi, Daniela. All the cool kids are here tonight on Twitch and YouTube. Viper, minute 40 away from hitting the next age. He's got 1 dock. But so too does Hera, who's already in castle now with a siege workshop. I guess at the very least, the Korean automatically having their towers go upgrade is gonna help a little bit against these mangonels, but we'll see how much the Viper wants to invest in repairing. I mean, this is just a waste of time if you see the siege workshop, right? Like, what do you think is gonna pop out of there? Either a mangonel or a ram, in which case you're screwed either way. Or maybe, pardon me, not a ram, an elephant. My bad. Vincenzo, thank you so much for becoming an awesome follower. Da Comanda. Thank you, thank you. I'm not sure exactly what I called you, but I'm glad I did. Bear with me, everyone. Just checking my YouTube app. Now the elephant moves in. The villagers move in to attack the elephant. And he backs away. Just 1 tower here. Oh, of course, I try to check my YouTube app and it opens my phone. Oh man, maybe I'm the idiot. So far this wall off is very much working for the Viper. Castle is going up. Hera making absolutely no attempt to deal with it. Turtle ships! Hello! Well, turtle ships singular. And unsupported. There is a reason this unit should not be unsupported. Now, it is very good against fire ships. If you're wondering why it's good against fire ships, think of this unit, the turtle ship, as a cataphract on the water. You know how cataphracts have anti-cavalry cavalry bonus? Or sorry, pardon me, anti-cavalry bonus. The turtle ship has anti-ship bonus. So this bonus that the fire ship does against ships +3, I believe is completely nullified by the turtle ship's special armor. So they should be really good against fire ships and even, by the way, towers. Ooh, Hera's tower is down though. And there are no, there is another turtle ship being trained. Yeah, but the bottom line is with turtle ships, you gotta pair them up. They're like a good wine. You can't just drink it on it. Actually, never mind. That's a bad example. Bad example. You can drink a good wine on its own. Gonna pop out. Gonna pop out. And where's that anti-ship? There's that ship +8 anti-ship armor. But again, you, not on its own, not against a pack of hungry 5 fire ships. Viper has taken firm control of Island East, so Hera has run away to Island West. Now Hera's in a bit of trouble. He's being hounded on the land by a war wagon, a castle tower combo. He has taken firm control of the water. We only have 1 transport ship here. Has the Viper, by the way, even explored the Western Island? Yeah, he has. With what? Okay, that's Scout. He's got his guard towers ringing the left side of the map. Might want to put some along the edge of the water here to make it take advantage of their ship bonus. +9 at the moment. Oh, his scout gets discovered by villagers who are plopping down another TC, getting attacked by a tiger. And look at that. One day, when they do renovations on this town center, they're going to dig up, they're going to find a skeleton under there. And they're going to wonder, hey, what the hell is this? A mob hit. Doc. You switched over to Twitch. Ooh, now the war wagon very slowly chasing the scout. So Viper again, 1 TC, 44 economic units. Hera going up to 3 TCs, not exactly ahead when it comes to economic units. Nobody's got any fishing ships whatsoever, and now the Viper makes landfall on Island West, and things might be a little bad here. Getting a little bad for our Bengali turtle ship. Again, this is not a unit that's meant to be alone. The attack reload time is 6 freaking seconds. It's not supposed to be on its own. Gotta pair it up, or at least defend it with a tower somewhere. Put it here. But a second turtle ship is being trained. So let's take a look at Hera's infrastructure and Hera's situation. Let's take a look at the HP on these Bengali ships. Not something we get to see every day. 451, 452. I love it. Viper can't afford anything. Viper's got no stone, barely any food. Hera's still up here. He's got his now light cavalry. It looks like the villagers cornered the elephant, killed him in a scout, but now the light cav is here. Turtle ships are patrolling. Ooh, and we're getting tower pressed into here as well. So far, Viper doing an amazing job, keeping Hera on the back foot, making sure that if he wants to not tap out. He has to keep moving and moving and moving. Eventually, this whole map is going to be covered by Korean towers. Those two light cavalry units, where are they? Are they dead? No, they've just shifted to the northern portion of the island. Hera, by the way, is attacking home island with a proxy stable. Oh no, war wagon. Viper is down 10 villagers, 3 army count. Has to defend himself at home, but a tower is static defense, and he does not have ballistics, which means these scouts can run around in another turtle ship. These units are not cheap. Oh my god. Finding a way to raid on the water with hussars? Yeah, with these fire hussars. I mean, losing turtle ship after turtle ship after turtle ship is not good. And finally, Hera says enough is enough. I'm gonna place down a castle. You're not gonna be able to press into here. I've got gold, I've got stone, I've got plenty of space for farms and wood. You are not pressing into me at all anymore. I refuse to allow it. But still a turtle ship here. Finally, enough moving. Attack something, please. Now the Viper might want to, I mean, I know his stone count is terrible. Oh, he's getting Yupseong to increase the range on his towers. I know your wood count isn't fantastic, but just one barracks somewhere here to help with a few spearmen even. You don't even need pikemen, just spearmen and tower should be good enough. Why did the Viper stop building towers? He ran out of stone. Okay, now at least the turtle ship is paired with a tower and a mangonel. Oh, he's going after the transport. Will he get it? Will he get it? He does get it right before he dies. But home island, as unimportant as it is right now with the Viper's control of Island East, is about to fall, it looks like. The Bengali occupation. So we've got action on all 3 islands. Let's see what's going on. Villagers attacking the elephant as the villagers get killed by the light cav. Okay. Infrastructure being cleared up. And a castle versus a... Actually, not versus anything. The castle cannot reach the tower because the castle doesn't even have fletching, but Rathas are coming out. Decent amount of HP on these, even without bloodline, so they should be able to shoo away the villagers as the elephant attacks the tower. And the Viper's press on Island West, I think, is over. Villagers finally realize, hey, we can run into the tower, you know? And now a bit of a standoff, a Bengali standoff here. The elephant can't really press in. Oh, where are you going? What a missed opportunity. He had a clear line of shot there. And now surrounded by oh my god, how did he even get that? That was sour. Look at this. The Viper really flexing his walling today. What the hell are we watching here? Viper is very much still one town center. Yes, Fabian. Okay. Why did the elephant stop chasing? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, come on. Viper is not willing to let go of this area. He has a foothold and he wants more. But he's been kind of left alone here. And really, what has Hera accomplished? He's lamed a couple of lumberjacks, but the gold is still here. The farms are still here. The infrastructure is still here. Nobody researching any technologies because why the hell? They're both broke. But, oh no. The end. The beginning of the end. is about to happen here, or is happening rather. With this castle will come a Treb, and even with the Upseong, even with the 12, possibly 13 range that these towers can come with, that is nothing against a Treb's range. But Chunky Boy falls. Hera taking a page out of his opponent's book. I wonder why the relocation of the castle over here was pretty damn good. But this still gets the town center. Oh, right at the tip, too. Although, if he just researched fletching, he would get everything, so, well, you know. At Tin Gower, first time catching your live stream. Excited for this. Really enjoying your casting. Thank you so much. Welcome to the live. Right as the Viper continues encircling Hera with his towers while Hera just shoves his castles everywhere. With no upgrades whatsoever. But you know what? One player is going to have trebuchets. The other one is going heavy on the water for now. Very cocky move by this elephant, knowing it can always retreat a few tiles back and save itself. There we go. And the Viper can't really do much about this. Although, look at this. The Viper is completely alone. On Island East, mining to his heart's content. And where will the first Treb be trained? Which castle do we think? 1, 2, or 3? I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, hello. No, never mind. That's the second one. It was this one as the first one. My bad. I guess he wants to go after the northern towers first because they're threatening the TC and the gold and the stone. Fabian, your first time too? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad the YouTube algorithm is helping out and everyone is finding the channel. Ranged Rathas. Do you repair the elephant ram or do you heal it? Ooh, I believe you heal it, right? I don't think villagers repair this unit. And was I right? Yeah, he's going after the northern towers first, this tower next. And now the Viper is screwed. He's barely got any resources. I just saw another 100 stone disappear. Oh my goodness. 38 minutes into the game, we've got our second town center. Very shittily placed tower blocking the gold miners, but whatever. That tower was placed a long time ago. Yeah, Doc, exactly. The way you repair an elephant is you hit it with a hammer over and over and over again. So Hera is taking over the Viper's main island, which, to be fair, only has 267 gold left. Look at the villager count. 110 to 57. The Viper's tower push, tower surround, an abysmal failure this game. Abysmal. Can a turtle ship one-shot an elephant? I don't think so. 50 and then that's it. So they would do 50 damage to 180 HP. Or pardon me, my bad. 51 damage. Because the elephant comes with negative melee armor like a ram would. Where are you going, villagers? Viper's villagers are much more efficient. That is true also. He's gotten a lot accomplished with his 57 villagers. For every viewer, I cough less and less. Hey, wait a second. Maybe you're onto something. Hey, Derek. How goes? Okay, where are you guys going? Oh, and look at that. Hera is about to get a taste of his own medicine here. War wagons, +2/+2. Of course they are. They're not an Imperial at all. Why are you going after a mining camp and not the university? So Island West has all but been cleaned up. He's left. Why did he leave one tower? It's still attacking the villagers. Should get the villager here. That is so sour. And boom. What was the point of that? Did Hera lose a Treb? My apologies. He lost the Treb. Here comes the replacement to destroy that tower. Okay, well, there you go. True. Although today we've had a few Lucases as well. Turtle ships numbering 3. How many villager kills do we think these guys have? 12 already. So military counts ridiculously low. Hera is now almost twice as many villagers as the Viper. So the longer this game goes on, the worse it is for our Korean. You just won't have the ability to cover as much turf, do as much stuff, collect as many things. Oh, and look at that, the villagers pop out. Micro games galore. And the war wagons just run away. Elephant will get taken out. Down he goes. But look at the Viper's original base. Not a single trace except for a house. Not a single trace at all. There are actually 2 turtle ships here. What the hell? They are stacking annoyingly. Eco KD, yeah, the Viper has killed so many villagers, but look at his actual villager count. Dude, if only you can combine the HP regeneration of the Bengalis with the turtle ship, then you'd be unstoppable. Are turtle ships any good? Turtle ships are fantastic, but they fire so slow you can't leave them on their own. Basically, think of this unit as a gunpowder version of the fire ship, except it's stronger than a fire ship, but a little bit slower, and I think has more range. Yeah, 6 range to 2.5. But you can't leave them on their own, sorry. You need to pair them with something, otherwise fire ships, demos, and stuff like that will get to them. And the Bengalis, even though they don't have heavy demos, they still do get demos. Hera's expanding uncontrollably. Yeah, look at the island. So the Viper has had control of this island for the longest time, and then you kind of pivot left, and Hera's got this island, and the southern island's still around. So Hera is starting to really grow out of control. Now he's more than double the villager count, but turtle ships are still here. Cannon galleons are going to abuse their shorter range. Yeah, Attila, the game looks very different than 10 minutes ago. And 10 minutes before that, and 10 minutes before that. Yes, exactly. They are exactly like heavyweight champions. Slow, they hit hard. And again, think of this unit as the cataphract of the water. Anything that has an attack bonus against ships, like this tower, for example, plus 7. This has special armor that negates that. Ship armor 11 because now they're elite. So they don't take any bonus damage from this tower, whereas any other ship would take 7. Ooh, are they gonna catch out some skirmishers? One more ball. Do it. Oh, that is so sour. Betrayed by their slow speed, but the Viper's trying to catch him. He's trying to catch him with the war wagons. Oh, this is so breathtakingly close. Uh-oh, Hera, why did you stop? Why did you stop? And the skirmishers die. What a horrible way to die, drowning in the Pacific here. Best movie that takes place on an island. Ooh. I'll have to give that a think. Hera is unable really to go into this central passage, but oh my goodness. Our Bengali says enough is enough. I have a pretty darn good naval tech tree. Again, just missing the heavy demo. Why don't I make use of that and just absolutely wreck you? Ooh, Castaway is good. I haven't seen The Beach. Doc, that's the M. Night Shyamalan movie? Jurassic Park, that's a good one. Blue Lagoon. Lord of the Flies. I don't know about movie, but I really love the TV show Lost. Maybe I'm in the minority of TV viewers, but I really love that show. And here we go, final big old battle. Why is Hera not training demos? He just wants to brute force this Navy. Oh, the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. Right. Shadowflower Lost is amazing. It is one of my top 5 favorite TV shows. There are songs from that TV show that instantly put me into crying mode. And there are scenes from that TV show that instantly just make me cry like a little baby. Wait, where are you going, Cannon Galleon? You know you've got range, right? Where are you going? Are you a sacrificial lamb? Are you a sacrifice? Look at our Bengali. Yeah, now it's basically GG. Look at the numbers. 7 army. God. Wow. Lost is 20 years old, but gaining traction only in my mind. Hag a Bardur. Thank you for the comment. First half of the last season sucks, but the rest is great. Okay. I love Lost. That was a spectacular way to end a game that probably, who's kidding who? Probably should have ended about 15 minutes ago. The Viper, I don't know. He's lost 3 games in a row here. I don't know what's going on tonight. Or I guess this afternoon. I guess it would have been tonight based on the Viper being in Europe. He's got 2,000 wood, 700 gold. Hera's got a bit more of an even spread. Kudos to the Viper for taking over this island, but not really developing it. Not really making use of it. There's still so much gold. Hera took over this island a long time afterwards, and he barely has any gold left on it. Whereas the Viper, I feel like, still has so many patches. He just didn't grow his eco at all. Went full on military. Let's take a look at the numbers. 48 galleons. I feel like half of that's probably towards the last minute of the game. 26 turtles? That many? I thought it was more like 10 or 15. War wagons, transports, fire ships, and skirmishers. I mean, I don't remember seeing a single skirmisher. Maybe they all died there in the water, in the cold Pacific water. Like in the Titanic, but in the Pacific and not the Atlantic. PKPM, slow for both players. There you go. Naval doesn't require that much micro, I guess. Halfway in for one player, a little bit later for the other player. Ouch. Ouch. There's no way for the game to end any other way when you're down 50... What is that? 56% eco. Yikes. Stone for our Korean with their faster stone miners and their tower push. Literally everything else for our Bengali. Golly Bengali, 77 Vil kills to 29. And just under triple the total kill count for our Korean. Who, to be fair, killed a lot of scouts, killed a lot of ships, killed a lot of villagers, killed a lot of everything. But maybe too focused on the killing and not enough on the building of his own settlement. And yeah, this is what happens when your opponent has a 56% bigger economy than you an hour into the game. You just get absolutely surrounded, decimated. I can't even click these units because they're on their way to die and sink. So this is the last forward turtle ship he's got. Yikes. 2 turtle ships are indeed better than 1. Always pair this unit up with something to defend it. You can't leave it alone. The very, very important lesson. But all the towers down. Gates are left up. just so the, you know, Hera's villagers can tell their children, hey, one day we were attacked by the Koreans and this is what's left of their attack on our island. Bit of a historic thing to leave up. And with my gibberish aside, let's move on to game number 4. Bear with me. I don't know if any other pro could beat the Viper 3 times in a row. Yeah, I mean, this is like a thrashing. I'm referencing your, maybe I'm the only one who likes Lost when it was the Game of Thrones of the early 2000s. Fair enough. But man, oh man, do some of my friends really hate Lost. Lost is like a TV show version, a more popular TV show version of Nickelback. People who love it really, really love it, and we'll talk about it forever. And the people who hate it really, really hate it, and will throw beer bottles at it. All right, we're on high tides. Get your bongs out. Viper is playing as the Sicilianos. Hera as the Persians. To the south, we've got the lush gold mines and stone piles of whatever the hell this is, with a couple of crocodiles protecting it, and a relic. To the north, a lot of gold. How much is in here? Make sure I didn't catch any other ones. This is 15,000 gold up here, and not hard to get to. Okay. Wellington, I agree. A bit of a strange map. Bit of a strange map. A lot of stone, double usually, more, a little bit less than double the amount. Actually, pardon me. No, a little bit less than double. The amount of gold, good amount of food, good amount of wood. And look at the Viper already building his dock up here. Hera also moving forward with 2 villagers, so they're going to discover one another. Although, have they even explored this part of the map? Hera has not, so Hera doesn't even know, unless he's seen this map previously in the map pool, that there is a little island up there. The Viper went straight forward, which tells me, you know what? That the players kind of do know what this map looks like. Uh-oh, Viper not paying attention. Oh, okay. First blood drawn by Mother Nature herself, rebelling against Sicilian rule. Zoning out during the last season. That could actually describe Lost and Game of Thrones. We should have named individual islands. I tried to go east, west, north, south, but let's see it. Will the Viper regain some semblance of victory here with a W? Will he fall in the 4th game? By the way, lots and lots of fish here in the south. 4,400 food in these shoals. Learn and fun. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. Something sounded like a duck quacking in the distance. So what do we think Hera's gonna do? Cavalry? Will the Viper try to putting his opponent? Persian docks, remember, like their TCs, do come with double the HP and work progressively faster. 5, 10, 15, 20. One person predicting skirmishers, one person predicting castles, camels rather, sorry. So far, both players 4 fishing ships. That is the number where they feel comfortable at. Which civ do I prefer more between the 2 being played here? I would say the Persians. It's hard not to love the Persians. You got the War Elephant, you got the Savar, you got the Commander and crossbows, you got castles that fire bullets against infantry, which, I don't know, probably going to see some infantry out of our Sicilian. Although the Sicilian is also fun. Who doesn't like farms with 1,000 food on them? Hauberk is fantastic for their Cavaliers. The First Crusade is an amazing upgrade. Technology, whatever you want to call it. Jonas, YouTube predict castles. Sicilians are tough. They're tough. They're very heavily armored. The Sergeant with its 4/4 base armor. We'll see how long the game goes. Wellington, no, you're thinking of the Berbers who have their camel archers, their unique unit. Honestly, I'm surprised that Hera didn't town center rush as the Persians. He's up 3 games to none. Would have made it very fun to see. And of course the Donjon. How can you not like the Donjon? Especially now that they buffed it. Now you can train spearmen out of here. Now you can use this as a prerequisite for stables. Persian Cav Archers. Tony! How's it going? Persian Cav Archers are also fantastic. Parthian tactics in the Castle Age. Just no Bracer. Which kind of sucks. They're like, kind of like the Cumans, where if you give them Bracer, it'd just be way too OP. Still no kills, by the way. Watch all of this talk about the Persians, this, and that, and Hera will just go long swordsman. Going for a masterpiece. Scout or archer? Let's see. We do see some yellow villagers moving forward. There's the Sergeant. Stats not fantastic at the moment, but doesn't really matter. More of a threat in terms of building donjons, but the Viper has no villagers on stone, and he blew his first stone load on this donjon. And so I'm not too sure we're going to get to see any donjons in the near future. Oh, pardon me. I might be mistaken. I might very well be mistaken. More shenanigans on the water, both players targeting the fishing ships, but now they're going to have to target each other. See what the Viper is up to here. Okay. Trying to get some land kills is our Sicilian. 4 villagers on stone. Should get this villager. There we go. Now he's moving on to the next wood pile. This is the issue now, where on a map like this, where you've got little tiny patches of wood, you are very, very stuck to a certain wood pile here. You're not like the Georgians, the Armenians that can just run around with a donkey cart. You are very much beholden to this 100 wood that you spent on a lumber camp, and another villager bit the dust here on the retreat. Sergeant's haranguing more villagers to the north. Skirmisher. I feel like the Viper is just throwing whatever the hell he can at the Persian right now. He's lamed his gold temporarily, and now look at this. Hera has to... But you know what? We saw this last game too. Hera on the back foot. He's fighting a Sergeant with villagers. Not a recipe for a long and healthy life. Yes, it is called a Savar. It has a +4 attack bonus against archers, and it is an amazing unit. Let's see what's going on in the gold island here. Hera actually mining gold to the top. Looks like he's completely destroyed the Viper's water. This is the last ship the Viper has. Although he is training one more. I will say one cool thing about the Sicilians is the fact that their army takes less bonus damage. 33% less bonus damage. It's something that I almost always forget about the Sicilians. Oh, what a badass location for a donjon with a protective security guard blocking the only way to attack the Sergeant. Beautiful. And do you see that? Did you notice that the Viper moved him from here to here? Just so nobody can attack him through the corner between the gold and the donjon. Brilliant move. Fantastic. Okay, Viper's gonna win that water war, and here we go. Nah, you shall not pass, says the Gandalf scout. And now Hera scout literally lights on fire and dies. Donjon is so close to being constructed. If only he had one more Sergeant. Scout is down. No, that is so sour. And now Hera building a palisade wall here. Oh, that is so sour. Archers poking and prodding here are the knights. Remember, +2 attack bonus against archers for those Persian knights. Not that they really need them. Against these feudal age units, they will die in the blink of an eye. But how sour is this? I didn't realize that Sergeant had so little HP, and now Hera's patrolling the southern portion of that island. Villager building a donjon. Probably will build train a sergeant to move up north. Hey, Banter. Ooh, I appreciate that. Have a good time at work. I appreciate you logging in and saying hi. And enjoy your day at work, as odd as that sounds. Donjon is up. Villager is at risk. Needs to get his ass into that donjon. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Too little, too late. He dies. And now Hera is running around with his knights. I don't know. Both have the same villager population. Maybe not for long, with 3 knights harassing these villagers as they retreat home from, the lumber camp. And you are so beholden whenever there's these small clumps of lumber, forest, trees, whatever you want to call it. What? Are you serious? In the middle of all that, he started building a donjon? Come on. And as tanky as this unit is, the Viper is still in the feudal age, which means this unit attacks as like a scout on a 5. So, not a lot of longevity in that unit. Second TC going up for our Persian. He is firmly in the castle age. He is 40% score ahead. And now his knights are trying to bust in. I wonder why through the house and not through the palisade. It is the weaker of the 2 structures. Oh, wow. Well, Atine and Tony, right as you guys wrote your messages, the Viper taps out of game number 4. If this had gone up, could have done well. I'm wondering if he should have built it a little bit more inland. I don't know. Actually, a fire ship shouldn't be able to reach that. This was a nice little attempt, but ultimately 500 stone, either, you know, shit or get off the pot sort of thing, you know? Either go up to castle age and build a castle, or just keep going donjons and try to destroy your opponent that way. But I feel like the Viper, a little hesitation here, a little hesitation there, did end up costing him, even though he was the first with the dock here. Hera had his dock up and running, got his military out, destroyed the Viper's navy. Ooh, I don't know, 4 games in a row. This is psychologically not great. And look at this army. Not a good army at all. 2 monks? Although Sicilians, correct me, somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Sicilians, you need to research First Crusade for them to become more resistant to conversion, right? It's not like the Teutons who have an innate built. Or do they? No, I think Sicilians, you actually have to research First Crusade first, and then they become harder to convert halfway through the game. PKPM for both players. Again, like last game, a bit more relaxed. Attila the Chile, yeah, it is. Okay, good. Economies, less than 10% apart, of course. The game was like 2 minutes long. Scarce going to our Sicilian, trash going to our Persian. And let's see the total kill count at the end of the day. 2.5 times more for our Persian, but he lost double the fishing ships and villagers. Your calls have been terrible. Hagbardur, First Crusade is correct. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, well, not that it's a trend or anything, but let's see if game number 5 shapes up the same way here. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, why do I say interesting? Hera's playing as the Mongols, which, I mean, pretty much guarantees a W in most cases. But the Viper is playing Hindustanis. Thank you so much for becoming a follower, Hagbardur. I hope I'm saying your name right. Viper should do that castle drop strategy into enemy gold and wood. You mean as the Hindustanis or as the Sicilians? Now, why do I say this has potential to be interesting? Because the Mongols have a very interesting weak spot, and that is camels. Camels will destroy anything that the Mongols can come up with. Hera has said so. The numbers have proven so. And in this game, aside from maybe the Gurjaras and a few others, Hindustani camels are probably like top 3. They attack faster. They come with bonuses against structures and buildings. And they have the Imperial Camel Rider, who is pretty much as tanky as a paladin. So Hera, even though, again, 99 times out of 100 with the Mongols, should be able to decimate his opponent in a matter of seconds. I mean, one of the strongest civs in the history of the game, in the hands of one of the best players, if not the best player in the history of the game. That being said, again, camels. We'll see. We will see. Close enough? Okay, good. Let me know if I'm saying butchering your name. So there is a chance that the Viper might win this, but he's got to go camels. Whatever he does, doesn't matter what your opponent, unless Hera starts producing pikemen, you got to go camels. Doesn't matter if Hera goes cav archers. Doesn't matter if he goes Mangudai. Doesn't matter if he goes knights, camels himself, or even steppe lancers. The camel is faster than all of them. Comes with attack bonuses against all of them. And let's see. That's my rant for the day. And we find ourselves okay on Arabia. So game number 5, a bit more of a standard. Let's take a look at where the resources are. Stone to the back, gold to the front for our Hindustani. He's got an extra gold stone patch, pardon me, outside. What is this? Okay, just a random sheep hanging out, getting ready to send home. And both of his extra golds are in the forward-ish position, pivoting just immediately south. Ooh, I already like Hera's base. Primary gold to the back, extra stone to the back. Now, to be fair, Hera's in a bit of a better position here, just because he's in a corner, which means he has a rear that he can expand into if he walls this off to the right and the left. He has an actual back portion to his base. The Viper is along the edge, which means he doesn't really have a back portion to his base. He has to expand up or down. And I always feel like the player in the corner is a lot more advantaged than the player along the side of the map. Which just again goes to show you how silly Age of Empires can be, because one player is spawning at what is like the 3 o'clock position and the other is spawning at the 6 o'clock position instead of the 9 o'clock position, which would be probably over here. So a little interesting spawning locations, but the Viper's already walled in his primary zone. He's already starting. Oh, I hope he doesn't go Gulam. I really hope he doesn't go Gulam. Gold being part of the wall off, whereas Hera has his primary stone. Also, both his patches of gold extras are in the forward position, and he's moving forward. Okay. He is in the feudal age, using those faster hunters. And there's the archery range. Now, to be fair, lately on ranked ladder with the Mongols, even though they're not fantastic, you do see some foot archer play just to confuse your opponent. So let's see what the hell Hera does here. I mean, obviously there's going to be some kind of foot archer play in the feudal age, but let's see if it continues on into the castle. He goes slingers. 18 pop scout rush. Nope. 21 pop archer rush. Or whatever the hell it is. It kind of did look like a scout rush initially, right? But I think once he saw that the Viper was fully walled in, he's going to have to add a few archers to kill any villagers who try to double wall or save the wall off. And Wellington, good point. It is actually the first game in a while, if not the first game tonight, where the Viper is going economic as opposed to just trying to crush Hera right from the get-go. Hera, for his part, has inserted his archer over here. Surprisingly not over here. I thought he brought this archer to attack villagers who are repairing. Cash Ernest. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's see it. Tower laming the wood line. But he can pivot to the north. He can pivot to the northwest. And what's funny is if these were Hindustani scouts, the house would probably be down because Hindustani scouts do come with an attack bonus against buildings. And the Viper, no army count whatsoever, is playing pure economic. And if he can't survive till Castle Age, then let's see what he decides to do. He just needs 200 more food. To be fair, does he, once he gets the market up, maybe he'll sell some stone and go up automatically. Let's see what happens now. No, it's a tower defense instead. No, he did buy 100 food. He sold the stone. Oh, just needs 100 more food. He's only got 2 villagers on food. Oh, that is so sour. So he is gonna have to sell some stone if he wants to go up. I mean, he could have already clicked up if he wanted to. This house is dangerously close to falling, though. Oh, no. Really? Hera retreated? The house is so close to falling. I guess you might as well leave it up to the tower and the archers, right? One villager moves to repair. She is not going to last very long. Okay. Got 50 more HP on that house. Not terrible. And archers are not going to really run into here. Not with a tower that can be fully garrisoned. Hera's going to be so annoying. He's going to attack over here. He's going to attack over here. He's going to attack everywhere he needs to. And yeah, he's attacking over here with villagers. Come on, that is hilarious. The Viper's got the food, does not have the gold, does not have the secondary building, which he's building right now. And again, just like the Pacific game, the Viper trying to go faster castle, but the economy is just ever so slightly off. Like 5% off. And whereas in the Pacific Island game, he had too many resources and he didn't have the buildings. Now he's got the buildings, but he didn't have enough resources. And now he's clicking up. Okay, finally clicking up to Castle Age. Hera unrelenting. Another tower. I thought it was for a castle in Gulam. No. This is for a pure tower defense. Hera wants to end this game yesterday. Did Hera build his own palisade walls here? Okay. I'm surprised the Viper ran away without reinforcing this one tile alley behind the blacksmith. Because when this house falls, this is going to be open. No villagers anywhere nearby. Viper getting economic upgrades. I mean, this is just way too many villagers in one little tiny tight spot. This is so ludicrously close to falling. 43, 36, 29, 22, 15. But again, Hera has no army here. The Viper has no villagers. And now Hera's like, okay, I busted in. What do I do now? Unless there is something behind here. No, there isn't. No palisade, no house, no nothing. Viper's got 200 wood. What military buildings has he built to train units from? Absolutely nothing. Okay, Hera, I guess, not too sure what the hell all of that was, but okay, walls himself out of the hole he created. The market change does make it harder to go to castle because you have to pay more to buy the food, I believe. Look at the quick fingers of the Viper, buddy. His villagers get caught out near the gold. A little bit too late to evac them. A bunch are in the tower, but two now. Ooh, okay, never mind. Saves them. Losing one villager there is not the end of the world. And it might actually beat Gulam because I don't see any other infrastructure for the Viper. Oh, look at that. Deleting his wall. Come at me, bro, he says. Like that anteater meme from 20 years ago. The Viper has no resources. The first Gulam is being trained. To be fair, will be able to slaughter basically all of these archers on his own. Good armor, attack bonus against archers. Let's see him move. But Hera is in Castle Age as well. And what will our Mongol do? Oh, you can see how it hits multiple units here, by the way. Transit. Thank you so much for becoming a follower. And down go the archers, but Hera's getting a castle of his own, and I don't know, Mangadai versus Gulam. Especially Mangadai backed up by economy 20% bigger. Okay, he's starting to clear up towers. Viper might be feeling comfortable now, but he needs to get another TC. It might slow down the game, but he's got to spend some wood on his TC right now. Not too sure why. Yeah, like this tower is a threat, but not an immediate threat. I would probably maybe focus on these two structures. Deny the upgrades, deny the unit training. Has he seen the villagers here? He has seen the villagers here, but they're already walled in. All right, let's see it. You know what? Mangadai versus Gulam is not a fight we see every day. And like in game number 1, Ballista Elephant versus Ninja Turtle Genoese Crossbow, why the hell not? Let's see what happens here now. I don't know. Cavalry with extra HP, but wait a second, never mind. They're just scouts. Ooh, okay. Not very powerful, especially with their health being so weak. Gelman continuing to be trained here, going up to 12 of them. We'll be able to find this gold patch. He knows it's here. Good line of sight on this unit, by the way. I didn't realize how much of a big line of sight it had. He's going after the weak structure, the palisade. Good move out of the Viper. Now the Mangadai are going to try to chase HP. One of them is a little bit weaker. Turn around, turn around, turn around and fight. Hera, thankfully for the Viper, does not have ballistics, and he's trying to trap the Gulams in here, but they are instead attacking the villagers. That would have been an epic trap. The Gulam does remind me of the Unsullied. I agree, with a bit more armored. But a very good catch with the spears, the speed. Not too sure if the Gulam is neutered as well, but what happened here? Did Hera delete his own wall? Okay. So Hera's attack is over. He himself is going second TC. This is exactly what I think the Viper needs to do. He's got the resources for it. Get settled in comfortably, because again, late game camels will be the death knell for this army. Again, they're faster than the Mangadai. They come with attack bonuses against the Mangadai. All of this, so does the Gulam. +5 against Archer. Oh, and the Viper tries to wall in the Mangadai, but instead he loses a bunch of villagers. Very sour development there for Yellow, who is circling around the map to the west, to the southeast. What do we think? Small clumps of these units is going to win him the game? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to win him the game. House is going to fall, but he's taking a good amount of damage from these Mangadai. But look at that, he's distracting the Mangadai. Why did the Viper delete his walls here in the front? I have no clue. Pro players love deleting their walls. Ooh, catches out a third town center, slaughters what looks like 4 or 5 villagers now. 6, 7, 8. 8 villagers down the toilet for our Mongol. All of a sudden, Hera's Vill lead is not that great. It's only 6. Even though he's got double the amount of town centers. But again, the Viper needs to figure out what he wants to do. He's getting arson. Okay. He's going to tear down these houses a lot quicker. But this is starting to get reminiscent of the previous games where the Viper went full on military, trying to just kill Hera early on. And Hera just tenaciously holding on. Okay, he sees the TC. Oh, he's gonna go for it with these Gulams while these ones distract the Mangadai. Oh, the Mangadai don't know where to go. Are they following the south? Are they following the north? Okay, in all fairness, these guys are doing jack shit right now. This is why you need camels. Does have squires. See, if the Gulam can close, it can do some damage. The problem is, it is a fairly slow unit on the whole compared to the Mangonite. It's not exactly Elite Eagle Warrior fast. Viper Castle drop. We think it's going to be aggressive or defensive. Yeah, that will basically tell us. Oh, come on. Right in the face of the scouts. Yikes. If only you were Korean vills with more line of sight, but no, you are not. Loses a villager too. Bow-legged, falls and dies. Okay, archery range is down. He's going after the blacksmith next. Does Hera have a I was gonna say black up instead of backup. He does not have a backup blacksmith. Backup blacksmith. That is a tongue twister. And yeah, where is the Viper's gonna put? Where is he gonna put his castle down? It's hard to see it as an offensive castle just because he has such a small army to defend those villagers with. But there we go. He's pulling them. 9 villagers, not that many, not that few. Good, decent amount. Literally 20% of his economy is on the move. And now let's take a look at Hera's line of sight, and we'll keep an eye on when he sees the villagers and what they're going to do. Say that 5 times real fast. Yeah, seriously. Where are those villagers? My butt cheeks are clenching just thinking about them out there somewhere in the ether. Oh, and there we see on the mini-map that the castle is here, but Hera doesn't see it. Now Hera sees it. Gulams insert themselves, but they're fighting cavalry units underneath a castle. Okay. And that's it. The Mangonite are just going to snipe these villagers. Hera's castle is going to go up first. 24 vills to your 9, now 7. Wow. Wow. What an unmitigated disaster. You're moving into your opponent's base with 9 villagers, an army you've thrown away. Oddly, I don't understand why he threw it. Did he really think he could buy time with those Gulams? He bought like 5 seconds. And then you castle drop not only under attack of one castle, but against a cavalry archer. Better to have done a surprise sneaky castle like here. No? You can't. I feel like you can't really telegraph, because I will give them credit where credit is due. I ride the pro players a lot on, you know, for example, not getting murder holes. But one thing pro players do, which is nice, which is a lot of lower to mid-elo players don't do, because they're, I don't know why, they're kind of scared of upsetting the balance of their base. They will just drag this and they will construct a castle. They will take their villagers off the production line, off the resource gathering line. They will take them from wherever they need to. And that's why Hera had 24 villagers building his castle, and then immediately some garrison, some sent back. Something that pro players have no fear of doing. And so I think the Viper should have known Hera would probably do that. Wow. Well, Hera takes the show match 5-0. Viper didn't even train anything other than the Gulam unit. The scout cavalry, forget about it. That died very quickly. Very early on. Was it a doubt castle? Let's see. 80%. Wow. What a way to end the show match on a failed castle drop. PKPM for Hera finally above 200. 23 minutes in, 26 minutes in for the Viper, who in all fairness, I really was not expecting the Gulam play. 4,500 resources, 30% bigger economy for our Mongol, who takes the trash. The Viper takes the scarce resources, 9 raisings to 4. 15 Vil kills, 36. So not exactly the highest kill count game. I don't think the kills really playing a role in the GG, but I really thought when the Viper was walling himself in so well and defending with towers against Hera's crazy multi-pronged push, that we were going to get to see camels. But he didn't want to spend the wood on a barracks, so that he had to spend the wood on a stable. He just went full on castle. Like Tony, I have no idea why he deleted the walls in the front here. Testing out the red phosphor build, could be. Although the red phosphor build, in my experience, kind of peters out at the 24, 25 villager mark. Could be. Maybe he just didn't want to have the wood for a barracks and then a stable. But I for sure thought when he was walling himself in that we were going to get to see camels. Again, camels just dragged all the Mongols in this stage of the game. You didn't notice Hera's stone? What is Hera's stone at? Oh yeah, no, he went up to like almost 1,000, right? Yeah, like build your castle somewhere more sneaky. Like here. Oh my god, can you imagine a castle here? On this hill? Laming the stone, the gold, the town center. That would have been epic, but I guess the Viper did not want to send his villagers all the way around here. Yeah, Hera kept the machine going over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, 2 town centers, 3 town centers, 4 town centers to 1. If you don't do critical damage, there's always a clock ticking. There's always a sword hanging over your head. And in this case, it took only 30 minutes. I think even without the castle drop is the symptom of the game, not the reason for the GG. The castle drop was, hey, I know my opponent has a lot more economy than I do. Look at the freaking score. And so I have no choice but to drop. The Viper has seen, right? He has seen 1, 2, 3 town centers. Pardon me, 4 town centers. So never mind. He's actually seen all of the TCs. So he knows he's got to do something critical, something badass. And that is a castle drop, which fails. So that is GG. All right. Well, that was a fun show match. I'm just going to have a sip of water. And then, Marco, are you still here? Yeah, you are. For the people on YouTube, you might be confused as to what's about to happen. For the people on Twitch, a castle drop into GG. That's funny. For the people on Twitch, as you watch the live streams, you accumulate points, and you can spend those points to make me do things. In this particular situation, bear with me. Marco redeemed a few points so that I would be forced. There he is. There he's waving his hand. I'm probably going to regret doing this with the Magyar Hussar because it just looks like such a complicated unit. Oh, Marco, you're killing me. This is gonna be very hard. So those of you on YouTube are going to bear with me as I set up the final part of this live stream where Marco has redeemed channel points so that I have to draw. Bear with me. On none other than Microsoft Paint. I have to draw this. Marco, you're killing me. I have to get some more water. This is going to be pretty hard. Bear with me. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. My water bottle has been refilled. Oh, Bofi Hip Hop. Nice to catch you live. Make sure I get the mustache. Okay, fair enough. We're going to start with the head, with the helmet. And then I'm going to ban you from the channel. Just kidding. Okay, what thickness do we want? No, that's way too thick. Oh, no, my bad. Okay. Pencil. So I'm going to start the drawing here. Jonas, yeah, don't say this is awesome until you actually see me draw anything, because it may not be very awesome. Ooh, that's also too thick. Do 3, whatever px means, pixels, I guess. No, that's too crappy. Then there's like a visor. It goes kind of like that. Little circle here. Yeah, so this is kind of the part of the night where we get a little chill. We relax a little bit. Do some funny drawings, and I'll fill in all the shadings later. Let's get the not one, of course, but 2 plumes. And there's another one kind of going like this way, right? No mustaches allowed. I'm gonna ban the mustache. Okay. Then he's got a bit of a back piece here. And he goes this like that. And then he's covering his ear because you don't want to get tinnitus when you're in battle. Okay, so I think we've got the helmet. I think this should be a good color for the person's face. Let's just do an outline of the face, and then I feel like the nose just goes straight down from this part. Then there's the mustache, which I'll add in. And then his face goes like that. What color is the mustache? Very dark brown. Oh my god, how do I even find a brown? Ooh, actually, this is not bad. Dark red. There we go, brown. Let's make his mustache brown. I feel like there's a little curl on the left. Okay, so mustache is done. Gotta outline his nose. It's got a bit of a little flared nostril situation going. Marco, this may not be as good as you want it to be. I'm not very good with faces. I am not good with faces at all. This already looks like a bad caricature. I feel like using the eyedropper is cheating. I'll use that to fill things in. Oh, you mean to get the color from here? Oh, okay, gotcha. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's do the eyedropper. Let's see what this leopard... This is like a little leopard protector he's got on here. Although, wait a second. I need to get his scarf. I need to get his scarf first. So, yeah, we started the live stream with some Age of Empires. And then no, that's not right. We started the live stream with Age of Empires, then we kind of moved into whatever the hell this is. What is that? It's like a scarf almost. It goes kind of down in like a triangle and then across. So a little triangle. And across like that. And then we do the leopard. Let's actually do the leopard properly. That's what it's like, a beigeish yellow almost. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna... Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I don't know what's worse, this or the cataphract. So it goes like that. Then it goes a shoulder pad. And then it kind of diverges from this. Okay. We're getting there. A happy little vest next to a stream. James, you missed the game, but you are here for the terrible helmet. If helmets look like this in real life, everyone on the battlefield would be dead. And now let's draw his arm kind of comes out of his chin. And it's got a little bicep. Oh, goodness gracious. What a unit. Okay, and then it kind of moves in. And then we need gold. I wish I could just type in the word gold. And it would show me where the gold is. Kind of a yellowish almost. Yeah, like this. Oh, actually, this is not bad at all. So I need a straight line from this triangle down about double the length of the arm. Like this. Blue, it'll extend to the gold. And then we get the gold back. And now it's from the bicep. It's like a little bit of a... Oh, God, that was terrible. Little bit of a hook. That's one. And then right underneath the arm is a second one. Then there's another one that comes out a little bit more. That's a third one. Oh, that's terrible. Like that. Little circles of gold. Oh, Marco. What have I done to deserve this? And then another little circle of gold. Okay. So we're kind of getting there piecemeal. What are these? What is sticking out of his thing here? Yeah, the cataphract didn't even need to draw the face. I think I can do a code for the colors. I just don't know what the hell the codes are. And then halfway through this leopard, he's got his hand holding the shield. You know what? Let's do the shield. Because that's going to be probably the biggest part of this. Let's go with a darker gray. Where do you even find gray on this thing? Okay, here we go. So let's just do the outline with a darker gray. So it goes from here. It doesn't actually touch the leopard. So let's just draw a dot so we know where to start. And then it kind of goes down to this point. Let's draw a dot here. Then it continues on. Draw a dot. Then it kind of curves around to the bottom. Another dot. And then it kind of curves back up. And then from this point, it's like a little bit of a... like that. Okay. So we've got our outline. I'm now going to have to literally, as a 42-year-old man, connect the dots. I'm honestly surprised that there's 30 people watching on YouTube and 20 on Twitch. I'm surprised it's not like just it's me and Marco. Okay, so this curves a little bit, it looks like. So it's going to try to get this right in the first. No, that's already fucked up. Effed up. Curved up like this. Okay, we'll get rid of this dot. This is pretty much a straight line to here. And then it starts curving around down here. Okay, let me get rid of that. And it's a bit of a round, a bit rounder than this. Okay, so yeah. So there we go. And then pretty much just a straight line, which is probably going to be the hardest thing for me to draw. Oh, that's so crap. Oh, that started out so well. That started out so well. Now you're looking up Bob Ross quotes. Oh, even Bob Ross would have trouble staying optimistic in light of whatever the hell I'm drawing here. You know what? Not a bad outline for the shield. I'm not going to lie. Not a bad outline at all. Let's add the arm. Now, the inside of the shield also has an outline, so there's a bit of a silvery part that goes around. Very thin on this side. That's a bit thicker along the edges. Okay. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Dan, it's looking better than expected. If I could use a pen, it would look okay, but I'm trying not to, I'm trying to keep it as unprofessional as I possibly could. Now let's do the stripes inside. So 1, 2, 3 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 white, 3 blue. Ugh. The worst is when you start and it looks okay and then you kind of screw up halfway. Okay. 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 Shield's shaping up nicely. If I was a 4-year-old working with paint for the first time. Let's fill in a few of these. Sorry. A few of these dots here. Okay. We got the shield. I'm not even trying to... I'm not even thinking about the feathers yet because that's just going to be way too complicated. This belt kind of looks green, right? Kind of looks like a dark green almost. So let's do the belt next. Hey. This is now somebody's profile pic. Oh no. At least do the turtle ship. I think I did a good job with the turtle ship. Okay, planks of wood. Where's the brown? I need a bit of a lighter brown. It's kind of starting to look orange. Okay, whatever. So it goes from this leopard print to about halfway through the helmet. So the first stick goes like this. And the second one comes from halfway through on the shield. And it's a little bit slanted, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa here. Okay. So we've got our sticks. We'll draw these various veins in the wood because, of course, we'll fill in all the details later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are just pure black. 1, 2. Kind of, what do they look like? Like little champagne glasses almost. 1, 2. And then the other 3 are just purely 1. Let's do like this. 2, 3. Okay. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's do the horse's ass, and then we'll do the feathers on that one. So it's a bit of a roan colored horse's ass, and it comes from the top of the first blue line, so roughly here, and it extends nicely like a nice horse's ass would, about like this. And there's another extension. Then there's we'll cut a little path here for the bow and arrow. These must be arrows for the bow and arrow. Why does the Magyar Hussar have a bow and arrow when it doesn't fire arrows? New Wellington, there's a guy who builds them. I forget what his name is, but if you go to Reddit and you type in AOE miniatures, you'll come across his stuff. He builds all of those like rams and stuff like that that were used in the tournament. Okay, and then this kind of continues this way. We'll adjust this as we need to, but so far not bad. Where's my brown color? Let's make it a darker brown for the bow and arrow. No, that's not good. Okay. Maybe not the nicest of bows and arrows. Where's that gold color again? Here it is. Got a bit of like a horn shaped here. And then there's a brown saddle. Or not a saddle, a holster for that bow and arrow. So first of all, it's got a bit of like a little toilet part here. Not too sure what that is. But whatever it is, we'll draw it. And then let's get rid of this because the holster actually extends to the blue. Okay. So there's the bottom of the photo. Extend the horse down to the bottom as well. And now we just need to draw the string on the... How are you going to draw a white string? Let's just make it gray, like super light gray. So it kind of goes from the top here. Kind of disappears in here, right? I'm going to draw it like close together to make it like... Oh, shit, Can I do Control Y? Yeah, thank God, okay. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to feel... There we go. I'm going to try to make it a little thicker. Thick and juicy, just so that it can... you can see it, because otherwise the light gray is not going to show up. Oh, this is so ugly. This is so ugly. I mean, the bow and arrows is bigger than the bow and arrows bigger than the shield. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these champagne glasses. 1. That looks like a chicken drumstick. 1, 2, 3 on these. My academic training has led me to this. Very, very true and very, very sad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This one's kind of hidden. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind this. They're kind of also hidden behind the bow and arrow, right? So 1. 3 of them go to the top of the bow and arrow. How is anyone still watching this? I have no idea. The 9-foot bow and arrow. Somehow I'm going to have to fit. You know what? We're going to go a little fantastical with, instead of 10, we're going to go with 9. And then out of these come the dark blue feathers. And they each have like a little line running down the middle. Oh my goodness. Like if you saw this at auction, you would imagine that like a 4-year-old who was raised like Mowgli in the jungle and recently discovered by human beings drew this. Like someone who has never heard of anything related to art or precision or anything of the sort. You would imagine somebody like that drew this. But then you were probably told later, no, it's a 42-year-old lawyer actually drew this. And you'd be like, no way, give me my money back. I thought this was like a, I don't know what, like a sick child or something. We're getting there. We're getting there. Flying Steaks, have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so we've got the helmet, we've got the man, we've got the leopard print where we'll have to fill in some of these brown dirty spots like the leopard. Leopard can't change his spots. There we go. Actually not a fan of the mustache. I think I can do better. Let's be very, very careful. It's a bit of a downward triangle mustache. Okay, gotcha. I got you, buddy. There you go. A little bit of an upturn here. There you go. Happy little mustache. I think that looks a little bit better. You like the stash? I don't think the stash was very good. I think now it's a lot better. Okay, so we got the bow and arrow. We got the quiver. We've got the feathers in the back. Now we just need to draw the pantaloons of the gentleman. His arm holding this. Okay, you know what? Let's draw the arrows. They're kind of also like dark gray. So there's like a brownish shaft. 2 arrows. One going this way. The other going a little bit different. Oh, that was terrible. Like that. And then they just have those little notches. What are they called? Those little bits of the arrow that go around this part. Okay. Ooh, that was actually pretty bad. Yeah, whatever. He's got his gold armband. And now the pièce de résistance. Doc, thank you so much. It was nice seeing you after a while. Have a fantastic night. The pièce de résistance will make the stick, the spear go all the way up here, right into the painting. Actually, as straight as that is. Can I do this? Yeah, okay, good. It's a pretty hefty stick. Ah, that's so bad. And it kind of goes into his leg through his arm. How is anyone still here watching this? Let's cut a space for his thumb. His big thumb here. And then the rest of his hand kind of grabbing it here. Okay. And we'll also draw the, make it hyper realistic, the wood veins. And then we are approaching almost not too far off from being done. He goes to the saddle. Saddle's also a lot of browns, variations of brown here. That is a hefty stick, but he's got a horse to help him carry. I mean, if he can pull this bow and arrow, then he should be able to be. He's okay with this stick. So it's kind of like a winding down. Like this sort of shape. Ooh, this part's not good. Not good at all. And then it kind of goes like this. There we go. And then his pants go kind of around this and straight down to the edge of the picture. Maybe you found it off a dead Bangadai. You don't like the veins? And what the hell is this gold triangle? What is this gold triangle underneath this? This is really testing my art skills. This, by the way, Marco, is completely, it looks completely misshaped. Completely, like, not the right dimensions. Things are not where they should be, but we're doing our best. Happy little accidents. And this kind of extends this way and goes up a bit. His pantaloons go up. And there's another buckle here with another gold buckle on it. You would bid on it at auction. I would bid on it at auction expecting it to be like drawn by somebody who is very sick and ill and like has no control over their motor functions. And like I said, if I was told later that it was drawn by a YouTube content creator, I would demand my money back. Oh, that is so bad. Okay, bit of a horse collar. And then the very dark brown, or I'm not going to be able to get each individual strand of hair, but that's the horse. Very shaggy horse. And the horse itself, as we saw, bit of a lighter brown. So we'll just give him a bit of color here. So we have the horse. Oh, wait, there's a... my bad, I missed one. I mean, I missed probably like a million things, but one more. There's another light brown thing here. This triangle. Okay, so we've got the shield. We've got the plumes. We've got the bow and arrow. We've got the gold buckle, the gold triangle, whatever that is. We've got the leopard print, the mustache, the helmet. Kind of looks like a camel. Doesn't look that bad. Looks like he's riding a turtle. Marco, have we met expectations? I am not even going to ask if we've exceeded expectations. Have we met? I'm trying to look. The gold part of the bow and arrow, the quiver, the drawstring. I can tell people it's drawn by Stephen Hawking. Oh my God. And then let's just fill in a bit more blue here so people realize it is in fact a blue uniform. And then I think we're good to go. I mean, not to proportion, not at all realistic. Doesn't look as rugged and dangerous as this Daniel Day-Lewis looking mofo from oh god, what was the Scorsese movie with Daniel Day-Lewis and Leonardo DiCaprio with it, Gangs of New York? He looks like Daniel Day-Lewis, like Bill the Butcher here on the left, and then he looks like Bill the Butcher's let's say brother, who wasn't quite as set the man free. Marco, I would give this a solid 4 out of 10. And I will put it up on Discord. But I think this is pretty much as close as I'm going to get for this very complicated. By the way, those of you still watching on YouTube, this is all free of charge. If you, instead of YouTube, you watch on Twitch, you automatically accumulate points. And then not only can you make me draw shit from the game, you can make me say things from the game. So like unit commands and unit phrases. $1 Canadian, currently valued at 1/3 of an American penny. All right. I'm going to go post this on our Discord under the art section, even though this is probably closer to the garbage section. But there we go. And yeah, exactly. Everyone who's still here, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully I didn't turn you off from Age of Empires by whatever the hell it is you're looking at on the screen right now. And that is all it's going to be for us tonight. And I'm glad we got to see that set, even though the Viper took a bit of a pounding. I'm not too sure what's going to happen in the main tournament, but Hera is in top form. And the Viper just did not, didn't deliver, I guess is the real way to put it. But in any event, we got to see a Magyar Hussar drawn by a, I don't know what the politically correct term is, but whatever it is, this is. And so everyone, thank you so much for joining. All the new names, all the old names, everyone who managed to catch us live for the first time. More and more of this silliness will be scheduled for the near future. I am planning on doing more and more live streams. And so get your butts to YouTube, get your butts to Twitch. I will say funny phrases. I will draw pictures from the game. And more importantly, we'll actually chat. We'll watch the game together. And for now, though, that's all she wrote. And thank you, everyone, for joining and watching. And I will catch everyone in the next one. Marco, I am released from my, like in the movies where they like catch a demon or whatever, and then you are released from bondage. I'm like the genie at the end of Aladdin. Marco, with your final wish, you wish that I be free. And then, so I am. And that's basically it. I'm not going to belabor this anymore. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Or morning or afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. And I'll catch everyone in the next live stream, hopefully. Take care, everyone. Good night.